Hey guys, it's time for another cake challenge tutorial. The Brigadiers voted for the theme Autumn Cozy this time round, and here is the mood board I presented to them for inspiration for their pieces. Don't forget to stick around as usual to the end of the video and vote for your favourite in the comments below. I was short on time again, so created this quick but cute cozy bear cake topper. To help keep the body shape, I'm starting with a polystyrene egg. These are great to pick up around Easter and just keep in your cupboard. I'm taking brown Renshaw's sugar paste and pushing a ball around the sides until it encases the full egg inside. Then push together all the seams and start rolling it between your hands to get rid of all the lumps and bumps. Throughout this tutorial, all I'm using is straight sugar paste, no modelling paste or Tylo powder, just so you can see what can be done. Once you have your big brown teardrop shape, push a cocktail stick up through the bottom and start to mark in some fur lines with the sharp end of the Dresden tool. As I'm not making a cake for this, I'm just placing my body onto a polystyrene block, and it's only covered in kitchen roll because the polystyrene is full of unsightly chocolate blobs or colour marks. Now what I have here is a homemade knitted texture mat. I used the silicone moulding putty, rolled it out onto one of my jumpers, which as you can probably guess completely ruined said jumper, but I now have this huge knitted pattern. Since then though, lots have now been released, so you're better off just buying one. I'm rolling out some cream sugar paste onto the mat to leave an impression. I want to give him quite a short jumper, so I've cut out a rectangle and I'm wrapping it around the top part of the body, trimming it where it meets and pushing the pleats, gathering them at the top to chop them off. To make his little cup of tea, I'm using a little sausage of dark green paste so it fits with the inspiration board and chopping out a little cylinder. I'm just squashing a small disc of brown paste onto the top, flipping it over, and I'm pushing the cylinder down towards the worktop slightly to merge that disc a bit flatter. The handle is a small skinny sausage just attached to the side with Dresden tool. Now place that to one side whilst we continue with the bear. Roll out a sausage of the cream paste and line the bottom of the jumper with it, pressing in lines diagonally with the Dresden tool. For his cosy polo neck, just slightly flatten a sausage of paste and roll it across your knitted mat. Place a little circle of it round the very top of the jumper, slightly folding over the top edge. The legs are brown sugar paste again, starting as a ball and rolling a small end of it between my two fingers. Grab the small end and start teasing it into a very slight point for the bear's foot. Take a large sharp knife and cut off the majority of that large end at an angle. This will make sure it sits up against the body much better. I don't even need any water here as the chocolate paste is always so sticky. Feel free to add little paw lines and don't forget to add in the fur lines too once you have both the legs on. Gently roll a cream sausage of paste across your knitted mat to use as the arms. Chop the top at an angle and the end of the sleeve flat. You can also line them up to make sure that they're the same size. Attach the angled part to his shoulder and curl the sausages to almost meet at the front. Now place your teacup in that gap with a little bit of water. Take a slightly squashed ball of brown and run the Dresden tool down one side to create 3 little fingers. You can rock the Dresden tool right over the end to separate the fingers before pushing them back together a little to define the paws. Again, these are already really sticky, so they should stick straight onto your teacup. Add a cocktail stick down the polo neck ready to attach the head. I'm using a ball of brown paste and I'm running my finger over one part to tease it out into a snout. I'm kind of squaring it off a little bit and pushing the nose part upwards. Then use your fingers to indent large eye sockets. Slide the head down the stick, making sure it meets the jumper. His little ears start as teardrops with a line pulled through the centre and squash it back into a point. Just attach these to either side of the head. The eyes are simply black balls of paste, which you can add high and close together or low and far apart to make all different types of looks for your animal characters. Just simply placing the eyes in a different place will create your own look. I'm also using a very small black sausage and squashing it into shape on the end of his nose. Finish him off with tiny balls for catch lights and also a small one for his nose. You can also give him a tail around the back if you're going to see it too. Last little bit of fur and we're done. He does remind me of my husband Adam, as he has a white cable knit jumper and I often call him a spectacled bear. This one just needs some glasses. Please do stick around to see the Brigadier's entries into this Autumn Cozy Challenge. I've been a little bit busy over the past few weeks, meaning they've been left up to their own devices and they've still took part, made their pieces and uploaded everything on time. They are absolutely an amazing bunch and I think you'll agree they all nailed the mood board. Leave the letter of your favourite in the comments below and I'll see you again next week. Bye guys.